the sad story of the appearance of a clockman named Adam. In a small settlement in Spain, there lived a guy everyone knew, whose name was Tommy. Why did everyone in that small town know him? Because Tommy is a very mysterious person. Even from his appearance, you can tell that he is a little strange. Every day early in the morning, he goes to the forest, located 20 minutes from the city. All the residents who wake up around the same time as Tommy always notice how he heads to the same place with a straight face. Everyone was tormented by one question. For what purpose does the hero go to the forest every morning? Someone assumed that he was going for a run. Someone said that he was picking mushrooms there, but no one knew the answer to this question. One early morning, Tommy still set off along the already familiar road into the forest. One local resident decided to follow him. He wanted to know what Tommy was doing because he was a strange guy and could pose a threat to the population. This local resident's name was Adam. About 20 minutes passed and Tommy reached the endpoint. It turns out that in this gloomy forest, there is a small shelter in which Tommy spends his every morning. Adam approached this shelter and, holding his breath, took his phone out of his pocket and turned on the camera. He began to slowly enter Tommy's building to understand what this shelter was like. Adam went inside. There wasn't much space inside, but the most interesting thing was that Tommy was missing. There was no one in this room except Adam himself. Fear began to slowly take over Adam. He recorded everything that happened on his camera. Having examined the room, Adam did not see anything interesting, but suddenly he noticed a strange door. This door was very camouflaged. Adam didn't even notice her the first time. He realized that Tommy was most likely there. Adam did not dare open this door and decided to walk around the room again in the hope of finding some objects that would give him an idea of what Tommy was doing. All that could be seen around were various details, namely gears, small pieces of iron, and small glass. But what interested Adam most was the shelf with the clock. There were a lot of them, starting from the smallest ones and ending with watches the size of a TV. Suddenly, Adam heard footsteps moving towards him. He decided not to run away, but to hide behind a shelf. He held his breath and just waited for the footsteps to disappear. But the steps confidently moved towards the guy. The shelf sharply overturns. There is a click and Adam loses consciousness. He wakes up tied in a chair in some creepy room. A man in a white cloak and mask stands in front of him. Yes, it was Tommy. He did not speak, stood and prepared instruments for the operation. Adam is panicked, but he can't speak because his mouth is taped shut. Tommy injects the drug into Adam's blood and Adam loses consciousness again. Adam wakes up in a hazy state. He couldn't see well, but he always had thoughts about the exact time in his head. Tommy nodded his head and pressed the mysterious button. A portal appeared above them, from which agents came out and took Adam to their universe, to the Skibidi Toilet Universe. This is how the first clockman appeared. Since then, no one has gone after Tommy, because after that, people began to go missing